And you'll see it all here. Sven, do it.
Yeah.
You'll find Victor Novikov basking in the spotlight, while Dalia Margolis hosts the heavily guarded auction on the second floor for a group of Iago's top customers. Now, event security will keep a watchful eye on any suspicious activity, but I trust your timeless look shall fit right in. Good luck, 47.
So yeah, here we are in the front of the beautiful Palais of Leska. This is a huge environment for you guys to explore. And this mission actually takes place towards the end of the year. Imagine this as the last beautiful day between the transition of summer and autumn. And we really created the biggest levels ever in a Hitman game. And with that comes the ambition to create locations that feel sort of real, attached to some sort of reality, and act and react like you would expect them to do. So yeah, these guys didn't like so much that we walked in front of the camera, you know. But you know, we could have options. We could have waited a little and maybe learned more about these informations about our target, Victor Novikov. But what I'm going to do now is actually nothing you guys are able to do in the game. So I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to take you on a little tour here to show you a little bit more about this level. So we have a nice parking area here. That gives you maybe some ideas how you can stealth your way through here. There's a nice park area going on. Making our way around here. And as you can already see there, the guests are here on this beautiful terrace. We have actually, the crowd system is back in Hitman, but on top of the crowds, we have actually over 300 fully simulated NPCs, and they're all active at the same time. And what that means is everything you do on one side on the level has an impact on the other side of the level. And just as a comparison, in our last game, Absolution, we had around 40 to 50 NPCs, and the most dense checkpoints, so this is a massive increase. Also, every one of those 300 NPCs are potential targets for Contracts mode, which is also back from Absolution. We also drastically increased the death traps per square meters in this game. So this little gas heater might give you some ideas, you know, maybe you could just pass it by, poke it, or dress up as a service guy with a wrench and, you know, do your thing there. And the next guy who lights a cigarette, yeah, he's in for an explosive surprise. So we're heading inside here. Everything has a purpose in our levels. We don't fill up those rooms just for the sake of it. So as you can see here in the chandeliers, you can, you know, do a little thing there. Also back here is the bar. Maybe you guys saw one of our first gameplay videos where we actually poisoned Victor Novikov here at this bar. And speaking about poisons, you can actually poison everything, all sorts of food and drinks, everything you see here. And we have actually 3 different kinds of poisons. So we have the kind that kills you, of course. We have the kind that puts you to sleep. And we have that kind that makes you go to the toilet real badly. All right, I'm heading in there to the fashion show now. It hasn't started yet, so people are waiting for the models on the catwalk. Again, it looks really beautiful in here. Also gives you some ideas what, you know, you could do as an assassin. Up here are some great vantage points. Then we have this light rig over there that maybe one of you already saw coming down. And I'm heading back now in the backstage area where the models are getting ready. So this is the backstage area. It's insanely busy, of course. And always keep in mind, I mean, these guys are not just stand-ins. Every NPC has a role to fulfill. Everyone has a function. So they're not just sitting there the whole time, they will get up and enter the catwalk at some point. All right, I'm heading back outside now. Yeah, for some reason our level designers always put some interesting stuff in here. Taking a quick tour over here. So here's a tech crew, it's hanging out there, maybe they're on a break. And yeah, this is actually interesting. It's a box of crates, like what's interesting about a box of crates? So some of those crates get transported throughout the building, and you can actually put a weapon in there or some sort of other item that you have transported for you. Because this is actually a very tight operation here. There's lots of security going on, and there are individual security checkpoints, meaning there are guys, mostly at stairs that will frisk you. But as long as you don't have any weapon on you or anything suspicious, you're okay. And that's why you put your stuff in there and have it transported for you. Because the security guys, they know the person, all right, but they don't know you. So that's a really cool gameplay mechanic, actually. All right, I'm heading over there now. These trailers might give you an idea of how you could stealth your way through there. There's another area where mostly the staff hangs out, having a cigarette. And this little house here is quite interesting, isn't it, Travis?
It's very interesting. It's my favorite building.
yeah. Maybe you want to explain what it is, actually.
Yeah, so this is what we call a stash point. This is where before you start the level, when you're choosing your weapons, you can choose to put something in here and choose to hide it in there. It could be anything you've got in your inventory, and then later on when you get into the level itself, you can go back there, pick it up, and then you've kind of added something to your inventory, so it adds this extra layer of what you want to take with you before the level, and then helps you plan your assassination during the level itself. Because of course, depending on when you pick it up, if you know you've got to get through a security checkpoint, you don't want to pick it up before that. So it's pretty interesting, that thing.
Yeah, it's also kind of obvious to walk the red carpet with a sniper gun on your back. And actually, before each and every mission, you get a detailed briefing from your long-term handler, Diana. And you'll also be able to choose exactly what you want to bring with you in these levels. Yeah, that's one of those security checkpoints I was mentioning earlier. These guys are ready and happy to frisk everyone up those stairs, so they have a good job. Again, everything here has a purpose, so it's really worth take your time, explore the levels, pick up information, everything you hear, everything you see can be used in some regard. All right, we're outside now. This is actually the chopper of our main target. This is how he arrived. And you have complete freedom of approach in this game. So this is really a huge sandbox. We only actually dictate 3 things in this game, and that's get to your target, take your target out, and escape. And there are different meanings of escape, and this chopper is actually one of them. There's also another way I'm going to show you. It's this speedboat. But it's not just like you can, jump in there and go. You actually have to find, the keys. Maybe someone has the keys on him, or you have to find a certain room where the keys are. And that's pretty interesting. There's also a couple of other cool stuff going on outside here. We have this cool rig that might give you an idea what you could do with a sniper gun if you're up there. Because you have a pretty cool view on the building. Also down here we have a barge that is actually loaded with fireworks, because what will happen is after this fashion show is done, there's a huge finale with a fireworks show. But imagine what would happen if you find a technician who holds the remote for these fireworks and you trigger this thing early, because that would mean no one cares about a fashion show anymore. Everyone wants to see the fireworks, right? So everybody will head outside, and the host won't be very happy about this, and this might create another opportunity for you. We also added vertical gameplay, but it's not really a parkour game, but you can make your way around this, climb up this drain pipe here, and climb around these edges maybe. Here you have a guy smoking. It's never a good idea to smoke in a Hitman game, by the way, as you might know. All right, so I'm heading up here. Now this is actually a really cool room. This is where a secret auction is being held. And this is actually where I have to take out a secondary target. Maybe you can explain a little bit more about Dahlia, Travis.
Yeah, so Dahlia is one of the targets alongside Viktor Novikov. And basically they're part of a spy ring called Iago. We said that Novikov was like the leader, but Dahlia is actually kind of the brains behind the operation. So they've got this auction house going on. They can see the chairs round and people are bidding on things. So while Novikov's kind of downstairs taking in all the applause for the fashion show and kind of being a distraction, she's up here orchestrating that. And that's really the reason that you've been sent there, to kind of stop these secrets being sold. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. And also again, you see like how much effort and work we put into creating these rooms. You see this nice French architecture. There's a certain atmosphere going on that you would expect from an event like that, you know, secret auction. And yeah, we're really proud of that. And for some reason, our guys really like food. All right, heading back outside here. Again, there's plenty going on this floor as well. You know, we have, of course, a secret auction, but there are also living quarters for the people who work during the daytime in the palace. And, you know, guards patrolling the area. Again, here, different conversations going on, different people. So there's a whole lot for you to explore.
More things to poison as well.
Yeah. All right, I'm making my way back down here. Actually, in here, you can see those speakers. And I was talking about death traps earlier, you know, and this is maybe one of them. You know, imagine what would happen if one of those huge things will drop down there. It will create some sort of distraction. Or, you know, if you're really lucky or a really good assassin, you can take out your target with the speaker. But you know what? Let's head back inside real quick. Maybe this fashion show is in progress now. All right, here we are. As you can see, the models are now on the catwalk. And we're actually really proud on this cloth simulation that we're pulling off here. It looks really nice. We're really proud about that.
It's as if game design has kind of evolved now. You're also a fashion designer at the same time, right? You've got to make these things look cool.
Right. All right, I'm heading back outside, sorry. Okay, I actually want to show you one more thing. Oh, I said it again. Not even on purpose.
You love it. One more thing, again and again and again.
All right, I magically transported here. Okay, I want to show you a neat little detail about our AI. So I'm choosing this remote explosive here. I have to look around and nobody's around because this could go wrong very fast. All right, cool. So, other than in Hitman Absolution, you're now able to put explosives pretty much everywhere you want, everywhere geometry allows it. Oh, that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna put it right behind these guys. So, yeah, I mean, the obvious thing would be, you know, detonate. But
do it.
No, I won't do that. I will do something much cooler. So, here we have the coin, another fan favorite. I'm gonna throw it right here. All right, so this created some attention, but they're not so much worried about a coin. they're going to see this little explosive device now in the front. And what's happening now, the guard is going to defuse it. And now he's carrying it back to the cellar, actually, where they have some sort of deposits for, you know, explosive devices they find around the building. Anyhow, but what actually happened, this guy, this security guy, is now smuggling explosive device for me inside the building. So I don't have to worry about security checkpoints and all that. And that's just a neat little detail. Also, if you remember contracts mode, you could take out this guy now in a contract way. And the next guy who plays your contract has to figure out, like, how the hell did he get the other guy to disappear? So that's just another neat little detail. All right, so that's about the end of our little tour around this palace. I'm gonna hop over the fence here real quick. Get in hiding over here. And yeah, that's about it. So, cool. I would say